All right. So the African Cup of Nations is set to start in a few hours from now. Host nation Ivory Coast will get the ball rolling against Guinea-Bissau in the first match of the competition. 9 p.m. Nigerian time to start. Of course, that'll be today. And both teams are in Group A alongside the Super Eagles. And speaking of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, in less than 24 hours, they will be playing in the second match of the African Cup of Nations. And that'll be against Equatorial Guinea. Now, before we get into more details about this match and also make a prediction for the start lineup of the match, please don't forget to like and share this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. So yeah, the Super Eagles will take on Los Elefantes of Equatorial Guinea in the first match of the competition for both teams. The game will be played tomorrow, Sunday, the 14th of January, 3 p.m. Nigerian time to start, and it will be hosted at the Alassane Ouattara Stadium in Abidjan, Ivory Coast. Now, I did a video on how to watch the match, which you can check out if you want to know what channel is showing it. Like I said in the video, you can also watch it on the CAF YouTube page, and you might have to have a VPN to watch it, so just try to download that and keep that on the tuck, but you can definitely watch the competition there. Now, a couple of updates. First, you got Kelechi Iheanacho and Paul Onuachu, who came into camp this morning. That was confirmed by the head coach Jose Peseiro to reporters. Then you have Terran Murphy. Of course, he's coming in tomorrow after the match that he's going to be playing this evening. Of course, Kelechi Iheanacho was on the first list that was put out, but he has been with his club because he has been injured. Then you have Paul Onuachu and Terran Murphy, who got the late invite after injuries. Paul Onuachu came in for the injured Sadiq Umar. Terran Murphy came in for the injured Victor Boniface. And I kind of feel like if any player is going to have a hard time trying to mesh in with the team, that would be Paul Onuachu, because he has not been with the team too long. Now, if I'm not mistaken, his one and only appearance with the Super Eagles under Jose Peseiro came against Portugal, the friendly match against Portugal. I still can't forget that he had that chance to take a penalty, or had the back and forth for the penalty that was taken by Emmanuel Dennis and missed. So that was the last situation that I remember with Paul Onuachu in the team, and since then I don't think he has gotten any call-ups. Now, when it comes to Equatorial Guinea, one stat that comes to mind is the fact that they've been to only 3 AFCONs, but in all of those 3 AFCONs, they've made it at least to the quarterfinals. In 2015, they made it to the semifinal, ended up at 4th position. So this is definitely a team that knows their way about the African Cup of Nations. Now, for me, I feel like Equatorial Guinea are a good side. They have good quality on their team. A lot of their players play in Spain. Not all of them play in the top division or even the second division, but there are some quality players if you watch them go at it. I feel like they're on the organized side, real compact. They're hard to break down at times, and they can also go forward. They have quality going forward. They like to put the ball in the box. They have a captain striker that is a good, solid striker. He can finish them. He can create for his teammates, and they're good finishers as well. So they're not just no pushover side, in my opinion. They're a quality side. They also have a really good goalkeeper who is known for making eye-catching saves. Now, with the Super Eagles, I feel like the first thing is you need to come into this match with a sense of urgency. Not just sitting around for 45 minutes waiting for something to happen. You have to come into the game right away. We can't wait till late in the game and try to play football. We got to play right away. We got to take it to them. We can't wait for them to take it to us. Now, speaking of taking stuff, I feel like the team needs to take this talk about the defense being poor personal. We got to do it as a team. We have to defend as a team, and that means everybody has to be invested. And I feel like if we all put in effort as a team, not we, but the 11 players on the pitch, if they all put in effort as a team, they'll be able to shut a lot of critics up. And even outside of the critics, you're talking about winning a competition. You talk about going far in a competition. You have to play defense. You have to be good defensively to have any kind of aspirations. Now, for me, I kind of feel like the Super Eagles come into the... I feel like the Super Eagles come into this match on a clean slate. I know a lot of people are not going to like to hear that, but the fact of the matter is, nothing that happened in the past, good or bad, is going to help you going into this competition and playing against these teams. These teams don't care what happened 2 weeks ago, 1 month ago, 1 year ago. They're trying to get the job done for their people, and that's what our players are doing. So all that stuff doesn't really matter. And I also feel that excuses don't matter. I mean, the injuries, the off the field things like that, I don't feel that could be an excuse for not doing good at the competition. You still have the number of players that you required from the beginning. We wanted 25. We still have 25. So no matter what happens, that can't be an excuse. We just got to go out there and do our job, play our game, play the right way, and hopefully things work out. Now moving on, and last but not least, we got the predicted starting lineup, my predicted starting lineup for tomorrow's game. And at goalkeeper, I think we're going to go with Francis Uzoho. I believe the coach is going to go with Francis Uzoho. Let me make that clear. I'm just the messenger. Don't kill me. But I think that's what's going to happen. Francis Uzoho seems to be the number one for the team at the moment. And I believe it can work, because an example is Victor Osimhen's teammate at Napoli, Meret. That guy, before last season, nobody would believe that he would lead a team to the Serie A title. Maybe going to a middle of the pack team and helping them stay afloat, but winning the Serie A title, but that's exactly what happened with Meret, and he helped them a lot last season. So Francis Uzoho can do the same thing. He has had good games. He just has those moments of lapses of concentration and things go bad, but he can focus up. I mean, he's under pressure, and he just have to show what he's made of. That's just it. There's no baby in him. If he makes a mistake, we know what's going to happen, but the hope is that he doesn't make any mistake. We're not hoping that he does bad, and I feel like if he just focuses, he does his job. I've seen Francis Uzoho do a good job. You go back to his first game. When he came in, he was the breath of fresh air. He was the one that we needed, the one that God sent to us. Remember, we took out Akbay and said Francis Uzoho is the man. He's playing in Spain and this and that, and today he is enemy number one. So I don't think he just became horrible overnight. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Now at the central defender positions, the 2, 5, and 6, of course, we're going to go with Calvin Bassey and Semi Ajayi. That has been one of the more used pairing by Jose Peseiro. You also have Kenneth Omweru. You have Chigozie Awazim in the team. Of course, William Truce Ekong. Those players are also good to go if they're given the opportunity. But I feel like the coach is going to go with the 2, the Calvin Bassey of Fulham, the Semi Ajayi of West Brom. Then the fullback position at right back, I feel like another issue right there. You got Ola Aina of Nottingham Forest. Then you have you have Bright Osai Samuel of Fenerbahce. And I feel like that was a running battle. I don't know who won, to be honest. I feel like both players are good to go. Both players have their own qualities that they bring to the game. Of course, Ola Aina, great on the ball. Then you have Bright Osai Samuel, the winger turned fullback. And the man is just a defensive juggernaut. It's like you cannot pass that lane right there. So these are two really good players. I believe the coach is going to go with Ola Aina for the first match. That's just my opinion on the situation. He brings creativity to the team. He brings a sense of calmness at times to the team. So he's a player that I feel like the coach is going to go with at the right back position. Then at left back, I think it's more open and closed than the other one. I feel Zaidu Sanusi has done enough to make Jose Peseiro not have a doubt that he's the number one left back. Of course, Bruno Oyemaechi came in. He's done real good in his time in the team, but I just feel in a tournament like this, you go with your best option, and Zaidu Sanusi, in my opinion, is the best option. Then in the pairing in midfield, I have a couple of other ideas for this pairing in midfield, but I'm going to think that the coach is going to go with Alex Iwobi and Frank Onyeka. In my opinion, I will move Alex Iwobi maybe to the right, the right midfield position or even up front, just to add a little bit more creativity to the team, because when he's there with just two midfielders in the middle, they have to do a lot of work when it's just two midfielders. I mean, of course you get the left and the right, but in that middle of the park, it's real tough right there. So I feel like maybe a more defensive-minded midfielder, Rafael Onyedika, or even Yusuf Abdullahi, one of those guys could be in that position. But I think the coach is going to go with the pairing of Alex Iwobi and Frank Onyeka. Then for the right and left midfielders, the left midfielder, I think Simon Moses would be a good option right there. The left midfield, I think the coach is going to go with him. And I also think he's going to be the captain of the side for the match. Of course, if he plays, then you got the right midfielder, Samuel Chukwueze, I believe is the option right there. And I know a lot of people are looking at their phone sideways, but calm down. And then at the two up top, of course, we were saying we're going with a 4-4-2. For the two up top, we're going Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman. Now, Lookman has played a number of games in the secondary striker position at club level, and it kind of plays into our hand with what we have right now, the striker situation. Of course, Kelechi Iheanacho and Paul Onuachu just came into camp, so they'll have one day and that's it. So it'll be real tough to put any of those guys in the starting lineup. Terry Murphy is coming in on game day. It'll be real tough to put them in the starting lineup. So Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, the Syria combination, I believe that could really do the job against Equatorial Guinea. But that being said, let me know your thoughts on the predictions. Also, let me know your thoughts on the game coming up. Super Eagles taking on Equatorial Guinea. Second match of the African Cup of Nations. First match for both teams in the competition. Let me know your predictions for the match also in the comment section. And please don't forget to like and share this video. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.